And a couple of reminders, please remain muted. Like I mentioned, the class is recorded, so you could go ahead and use the chat. If you have any questions, I will have a question and answering question at the end of the session. And so if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat, and I will go ahead and go on with those. In today's agenda, we're going to be covering Listing Concierge, its overview, how to turn one listing into 3. We'll spotlight one of the packages, which is the bronze package. I'll do a short little demo and then answer some questions. First off, what is Listing Concierge? Listing Concierge is a comprehensive marketing plan for your listings. It's heavily subsidized. It's designed to help you become a stronger listing agent. It will give you that competitive edge. Not a lot of companies have Listing Concierge. They don't have Listing Concierge. So this will allow you to use an affordable and a powerful tool to market yourself and your listing. It's efficient, cost-effective, seamlessly easy to use, and you can go ahead and do it right within one platform, which is your MyCV desk. How to use it? Well, basically, if you've ever ordered anything on Amazon, or if you've ever had to create your own profile and anything, that's the process. How to order a package. You'll just fill out the form, you'll provide a copy. So obviously with any listing, you have to have your MLS verbiage, because you need it for your MLS listing. So you could use that same verbiage onto your Listing Concierge package. There is one of the packages that includes a professional copy, and that is in the Platinum package. Another thing, you will schedule your photography or upload your own photography. You could use your own photographer and still get an $80 credit from it and take advantage of that great offer. And of course, we want to make sure that all the material that gets sent out, it is in pristine condition and everything is spelled out correctly. So we want to make sure that you proof it ahead of time before you send it out. There's a couple safety nets on there to make sure that all of the material is pristine. Listing Concierge is designed to help you succeed. It will help you win more listings. It will provide their value. And then, like I mentioned, it will turn one listing into 3. Few other notes. Listing Concierge program really does help you save time. It saves money and powerful marketing. The Listing Concierge, once you place an order, you have your own coordinator that will be with you from the beginning of your listing till it closes. So they will assist you with your just listed postcards and your just sold postcards. It will save you money because, like I mentioned, Coldwell Banker subsidizes a great majority of the price, and you only have to pay one portion of it and still take advantage of all of the marketing material that it comes with. So it also provides a creative, consistent, quality material for your clients. So this is going to be something that you could use for your Moxie presentations. You could save a couple of copies and showcase for even your next listing and say, this is the quality of material that I'm going to invest to sell and market your property. And this way you could start using it for any future listings and use it as part of your portfolio. So 2020 claims. Properties that use Listing Concierge got 35% closer to their listing price than those that didn't. Properties that use Listing Concierge actually closed 1% higher than other listings that didn't. And Listing Concierge were twice as productive as those that did not use Listing Concierge. Considering that Listing Concierge listings are selling at a higher price, agents are getting paid $519 in GCI on average. So obviously we want to put more money on your pocket, and in this national average listing prices are $539,682, so that's an increase of 1%, and that would give you $5,300 back onto your pocket and your seller's pocket. So because we are giving them more exposure, closer to a price that they want. It's going to obviously leverage you as that high-end realtor in your area. So there's 4 packages. Bronze, which is just the new one. They released it a couple months ago. We have the silver, gold, and platinum, which are the original ones that kind of leveraged and you shut off Listing Concierge. So we have marketing material for all 4 of them. So you could find them in your Express docs. You could also find them in your Brand Serve, Prospect Square, things like that. In Touch, you could see that you have marketing material on that. So one of my favorite packages is Bronze package, because right now everything's kind of virtual within COVID year. A lot of materials, we couldn't have any paper materials, and we still wanted you to take advantage of it. Well, now this package is mostly virtual. It's a low cost and it's a high impact. All of your materials will be digital and it'll be at your fingertips. You have a lot more control over it, and it's going to be for your clients. It's going to be, you're going to get broader reach and offers and higher sell prices on that. What the package includes, it has your professional photography at a package at $159 for you. You get professional photography, which I don't even think there's a photographer out there that will photograph your whole property for $159, let alone have all of these other amazing products. But let's say you do have your own photographer that you just love working with them. Well, you could still use that photographer and get an $80 credit. So that $159 will turn into $79, and you could still take advantage of the Coldwell Banker marketing aspect. So you'll get your Listing Concierge coordinator. You'll get the property photo slideshow that you could upload. You'll get a link and you could upload it up to your YouTube page, or you could upload it to your MLS. You'll have a single property website that is created and based off the pictures you've taken and the verbiage that you have. And it's connected to MLS, so it also have that information on there. You'll get a digital targeting plan. So that is the boost ad, the HomeSpotter boost, that instead of just the 5 days, you get a doubled up of 10 days. So I saw that usually for 5 days is $79. So if you want to increase it for another 5 days, the 10, you are already saving on the boost ad, let alone, and the photography. You'll also get Just Listed and Just Sold e-blasts, which are connected to your Prospect Square account. So all of your primary sphere, or all of your contacts that are inputted into Prospect Sphere, will receive your Just Listed and Just Sold emails. Your listing will also be included in the update email that gets sent out on a weekly basis to all of the MLS agents. So anyone that is registered to a MLS, they'll be able to receive those contacts, that email, twice for 2 weeks. You'll also get social media banners that you can modify and edit to your liking. That way you could download the picture and upload it to your Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, any platform that you use. You'll be able to have a nice little JPEG on your computer, on your phone to advertise it. You'll have professional flyers. So before, we were a little hesitant on having flyers out in the brochure boxes on your yard signs. Now we're opening it up a lot more. So now you have the option to download your flyers and have those out at your open houses or anything like that. So you have that opportunity to also have printed flyers. Everything else is digital, but at least you could take advantage of the printed flyer section. Going into the boost ad, you're able to target buyers with social and web advertising. So this is kind of connected to Facebook and Instagram. It does all of the hard work for you, all the aggregation of the population, of age range, things like that. They get all of the guessing work for you, and all you really have to do is able to customize the name, your contact info, where the landing page is going to go. You'll be able to just find it, buyers on there. It will be on all of, I believe, over 300, 400 websites. Your ad could populate. So on yahoo.com, ESPN, Homes and Garden, it will populate on all of those sites. You also will be able to target your seller. So let's say your seller really wants to see their property online, and you promise it that we're going to do a digital outreach. Well, you have a section where you could actually enter their seller's email address and any contact information, and Boost Ad will go on the back end and kind of find your seller, and it will populate that ad. So it really will make your seller really excited to see their ad all over the internet, but you're already doing targeted ad. You're doing targeted marketing material on that. So let's say you had a buyer that was interested in the property, but they kind of fell off, and you created this Boost ad. Well, you could add that buyer's email onto the profile, and it will also target that particular buyer. So this is a great way that you could still use Boost, you could still use your listing concierge and start receiving organic leads from it. And from your leads, you'll be able to actually have a little dashboard and see who has engaged with your ad. You'll see that you can locate who has liked your ad, but it won't tell you the email address. That's just because they liked an ad. Someone used a mortgage calculator, but they really didn't enter any personal information. Well, oh, my screen went back. Here we go. Sorry. So Carla actually unlocked photos. So she went ahead and entered an email into there. That means now you could export Carla's email and Paul's and Stella's, and you could import them into your InTouch account. Now this is a way that you could reach and now target those organic leads and email them through your InTouch account and say, hey, thank you for your interest on my property. Or do you want to schedule a showing? Do you want me to set up a listing alert? And this is a way that you could start following up on these leads, all within just using Listing Concierge, all within just going $159 for your bronze package. On top of that, you can now import those contacts into your prospect square and start having them receive their clients for live emails on a monthly basis. And this way, you'll be able to start getting top of mind, having that reach out onto your clients, out to your sphere, and even beyond, because you are now creating these digital ads to have that exposure out for your listing. And now you're going to be able to get more sellers or more buyers out of that. Oh, I think it's... So this is one of the beautiful slideshows that you could see. I don't think you could hear the music, but you could add music. It'll have your property information on there. It'll have the address, your logo, and all of that. And that's something that you could just download onto your computer and upload it onto any of your sites. So it's really pretty. It has music. And you could change the order of the pictures that you want. You could do all of that within just your bronze package. So it's really nice and very interactive as well. So how can you have that exposure within using Listing Concierge? So like I mentioned, we have consumer products all over the different platforms that we have. So within Express Docs, you're able to locate these marketing spotlight plans where it's actually going to be per package. So if you have one for a bronze package, you'll have special ones for each of the packages. And if you open it up, it'll have everything that will be included in that marketing listing concierge package. So on the back side, you'll have all of your printed information. You'll have your headshot, your license, your phone number, everything to be in touch with you. So you're going to be able to order these, customize them through Express Stocks, and now have really hard material to say, hey, this is what I'm going to invest for you in your property if you choose me as your agent. It will showcase your quality. It will showcase that you value their business and that you're going to really go above and beyond to help them get the best buck for their property. And at the end, you'll be able to receive client reviews, client recommendations, and grow your business along that way. The timeline, obviously, we want to make sure that everything is streamlined as fast as possible to make sure that you get all of your offers in a timely manner and have your seller be happy. So we want to make sure that we keep a tight look at our timeline. A lot of it, all the communication is going to be through email, so we want to make sure that we have the correct email address connected to your account. So if you are not using your CB NorCal account, please make sure you contact to your office manager to make sure that your emails from CB NorCal or CB Realty are getting forwarded over to your personal email, because that's the way how your listing concierge coordinator is going to email you and contact you. So obviously the first day you're going to be able to create your package. If you ordered your photography, then of course we're going to have to wait until the photography gets turned in order to continue with your products. But if you've already uploaded your photography or the photography is ready, then your property website picture will be live within the same day. The Brochure Proofs, so this is if you purchase a regular package. If it's a silver, gold, or platinum, there are some printed material along that. So you want to make sure that you're going in, proofing it ahead of time to make sure everything is correct. And then once you proof it and you hit print, it's going to go to the printer. So we want to make sure that everything is proofed before we send it out. So this is the brochure. The just listed or mailers. So the just listed postcards are included in the silver package, which is just a big jumbo postcard saying just listed. For this gold and the platinum package, it's a nice silver envelope that almost looks like a wedding invitation. So those take a little bit longer. So the moment that you proof and accept it, it will take around 2 business days for it to get shipped out. You could either upload your own mailing list or you could actually just send it to the surrounding areas. The property e-blast, it'll take around 2 days to go through that. Your social and web advertising, it will take a couple of days for it to activate. So if your listing isn't live yet, it will not be activated. A boost ad does require an MLS number. So the moment your listing goes live on MLS, do not forget to enter your MLS number into your listing concierge package. That's the way your coordinator will know that your package is active. They're not connected to MLS, so they won't know when they should have the material ready until you enter the MLS number on there. And then you'll be able to receive that update. If you have a silver, gold, or platinum package, you will be able to have a TV slot and then obviously in advertising. So it always depends if you're going to just do the bronze, which is all digital, or if you're going to do the silver, gold, or platinum to have print material. We want to make sure that we're keeping track of each of those timelines to make sure that your listing gets the best exposure as fast as possible. Another great thing about Listing Concierge is that they create tips. TLC Talk is how they reach out to you and give quick 2 to 3 minute videos where they talk and give you quick tips and tricks, how to make better use of the product and how you could become an expert on it. They're releasing them all the time. So if you go on your mycbdesk.com, on your left-hand side, you will see CB News, CB Briefs, and you'll be able to see all of the Coldwell Banker amazing news that are happening, and also all the blogs and videos that they have provided. A little bit. I don't think the audio is working on your end, but it's just going to be a quick overview giving you examples of how it's going to go. So this is a great thing that you can do in case you ever want to go in and have an update and there isn't a SalesPro class available. So let me come in here. You first want to make sure that your profile is updated, making sure that all of that information is correct and current. You could go in and upload your own social media links, things like that. If you have your own personal logo from Design Concierge, you could go ahead and upload it. Or if it's your own personal logo, of course, you could upload it there as well. You'll go to your orders, you'll add new orders. They will want to make sure that you have the address, and if it's a global luxury property or if it's active on MLS, usually you're getting all your marketing before it goes live. But let's say it was mid-listing and you want to go ahead and order a new package, you could go ahead and order a new package onto there. Of course, and if it's global luxury and it's within that threshold, you could go ahead and click that. You'll hit continue, and it's going to go straight to the packages. Like I mentioned, you could always opt out of the photography if you have your own favorite photographer and they do quality work and you still want to work with them. All you will have to do is come in here and toggle the photography out, and now it's dropped the price. So that is for all of the packages. And if, let's say, you want the silver, gold, platinum, but you really don't care for that print material, you could also opt out of it, and it will increase your boost time. So those days will increase if your boost ad is, if you prefer not to have the brochures. So you could see that without a brochure, if you include a brochure in your silver package, it does not include a boost ad. But if you opt out of the brochure in the silver package, it'll increase your days to 14. So you could take advantage and see which one will be your best benefit for your business or for your plan. If print material isn't that popular in your area, you could go ahead and increase your boost on there and get that digital exposure out there. And if you pick the platinum package, you could actually get your copywritten assistance. So I know sometimes the verbiage is very intimidating, or you don't know what to say out there. If you choose the platinum package, then someone professional will use the pictures that you have and create a nice copy off of that. And so we will go ahead and just continue with the with the bronze package. And now we'll just add the property information, or you could put price upon request. This is a good option if you are going to go with the price material, the printed material, because let's say you print it and you end up getting a price reduction, and your print material will have the previous price, and it's not going to be that accurate. So if you are going to go with print material, I kind of like to recommend price upon request. That way your material has a lot longer quality of there. And so of course you're going to come in here, fill out the beds and bath. Square footage is very important, and lot, if it's like an acreage lot, this way it will help your photographer know what to prep, what to bring within their area. And of course the listing date, closing date, we rarely will ever use this. but we will go ahead and go from there. And if you have multiple agents, you could go ahead and use that. And now, photography. You will schedule, you could pick your option of what's available in your area, and then pick the date and time that will best suit you. It's not always going to be the final time. It's going to give the photographer an approximate time and date that you would like to do it, and if they have an availability, they will do it. But usually it's within the same day or the next. It's not going to be something dramatic that it's going to be in 2 weeks out. They have a lot of photographers out there available. You want to add any comments. So let's say you really want to do like aerial photography and a Matterport and things like that. This will give the photographer some information to contact you. Or let's say you really need to be at their property, then you can leave your contact information. Say, agent must be present, please call. And then at that point, you'll just complete checkout, finalize your payment information, and then it'll send you back to your dashboard where you'll be able to complete your start adding the items in your package. So you'll be able to start seeing this and seeing what's available, what your coordinator has done, and your coordinator will email you. So that is my quick review of Listing Concierge. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to stop the recording.